I've experienced a lot as an entrepreneur in Nigeria. This woman called me and was accusing me of not knowing the price. I'm like, am I the Uber service? Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shewa, and if you're new here, you are very much welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, comment, like, and share on any video that you enjoy. Okay, so today I am super excited because it's a story time, and guys, this is very juicy, interesting story. Okay, so if you want to know how the story unfolds, subscribe first and then watch to the end. Okay. So let's get right into the video. So as many of you know, or if you don't know, I make cakes. I'm a baker, and I also have a job on the side, and I have experienced a lot as an entrepreneur in Nigeria. Trust me, especially when it comes to dealing with customers, dealing with clients, it's not easy. I started my business in 2018. Yes, so I've had a very good share, and I've not really had that much of a difficult client until this client from hell. And when I say client from hell, I mean client that came from the devil. Okay, so I was running ads on my page, and one of the ways I market my service or my product or whatever, I think my cake basically, is to go on Instagram, run ad, do from Facebook ads, word of mouth, talk to people about my business. And I think this lady saw a Facebook ad and she liked the cake that she saw, and she sent me a message on Instagram. Sent me a message on WhatsApp actually, and then she was chatting with me that she liked the cake I did before, she liked the way the cake looks, that she wants to do something similar for her daughter. And I'm like, yeah, sure. I gave her the price, and it was just a huge back and forth. She kept on asking, am I sure this is it? Am I sure? I'm like, see, this is the kind of cake you want, this is the size of the cake you saw in the ad, and this is the size of the cake you'll be getting also for the price you are paying. This woman negotiated the life out of my price. But because I was trying to bring in new customers, now you're trying to bring in new customers and get them to trust your products first, I was like, okay. So the price of this cake was 25,000 naira. Okay, and it was 2 steps. It was a lot. It was going to be very difficult for me to do that cake, but I was just willing to get a new customer and show her my stuff, because when you have a good customer, once you have a client rather, and you make a good cake for them, they are the best marketers. So I was willing to do that. Even with the way she was talking, it was a huge, if I show you guys the chat, it was a huge back and forth, but I was willing. Okay, fast forward to when she asked my account number. This woman sent in, I think, 15,000 naira. And I'm like, I do not take half prices. This is something that is going to cost me a lot of money. I'm barely making profit from this cake, and you're still sending me 15,000 naira to do what with? With the way things are expensive, and with the cake you are asking for. I'm going to put a picture of the cake I made for this woman, I think right here, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I was like, it's rather small. All the petals of that cake, I single-handedly put those petals on that cake one by one. I'm telling you, those petals were at least more than 1,000. In fact, they almost 1,000. So this woman said, okay, she's going to pay 15k, and then on receiving the cake, she'll pay me 10k. And chances are, see, when you're working with clients, for a fact most of them will not pay you the money they're owing you. They will look for problem in the cake. And I already had that feeling about this woman, but I just said, you know what? I sent her money back, and I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am, I do not do this. No, you cannot send me 15,000 naira. She didn't even send delivery fee with that 15k. So she wants me to use my money to buy the remaining materials and also to deliver the cake to her. So our balance was about 12k, 13k or so. So I'm like, no, ma'am, I don't collect half. I don't. That's the truth. So she said, I should send my money. I should send the money back. So I did that immediately, and I just destroyed my mind. This one started calling me, messaging me that's not how I do business. That's not how I do this. And man, I'm like, this is how I run my business. But because she kept on talking and calling, and that call went on for a long ass time, and I'm like, geez, okay. So I told her, okay, you know what, send me 20k and send money for delivery, so my balance will be 5k. So in my mind, I'm like, if she doesn't pay the balance, I can at least just close my eye and, you know, move on from it. 5k is easy to just let go. I think it's not easy, but like, it was better than the 12k she was owing me. This was, I thought I sent 22k, 2k for delivery, 20k for the cake. This woman sent 20k. She didn't put delivery fee. I was like, okay, you know what, I'm going to send this cake with an Uber, and then she'll pay for delivery by herself, because I can't use my money to pay for delivery. Already 20k is a stretch. Materials, getting eggs, flour, butter, everything is expensive. It's not a joke anymore for we bakers, I'm telling you the truth, but let's not get into that. So the woman sent, eventually, you know, was a back and forth, even with sending the money. I didn't send the money till like it was late, and this was like, the cake was going on I think Sunday, I think on a Sunday, and it was on a Friday. This man hasn't started sending the money to me, and you know, I had to bake and cover the cake. So eventually she sent me 20k, and I was trying to work with it. So I finally did that. I spent the whole of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning baking that cake and making sure it was a masterpiece. And while I was doing that, she kept on calling, send me the page, send me where you are now, send me a picture of where you are now. Guys, it was a lot. Like, it was a whole lot. This woman kept on pestering me as I was making the cake. She would search a picture of her, what I'm doing now. I will send a picture of the cake where I'm at, send it to her. She would talk, complain. I got materials. The cake had like a cloth material. I had to get the cloth material. She switched the color of me later on. But all through that, I kept my cool. I was like, okay, just be done with this cake shower. Just be done with this cake shower. Fast forward to when I was finally done with the cake and I sent the cake out. Now the cake had a crown on the cake had a crown. So I made sure I stuck that crown very well to the body of the cake, because I was skeptical about, you know, how they would handle it. So I made sure I glued the crown to the top of the cake. I'll show you the crown. I glued it to the cake. So when I ordered an Uber, the Uber went there, and I saw the estimate was about 2,000 naira. So I just said, okay, you know what? I saw the price. I said estimate is around 2,000. So, you know, you pay for the cake, you pay for the Uber once the cake gets to you. She said, fine, no problem. The Uber guy called me at some point that he's there already. I think the Uber guy had even lost his way. So back and forth, the Uber finally got to the woman's place, and the price of the Uber, in fact, it was double. This woman refused to pay the Uber guy. She was calling, the Uber guy kept on calling me that the woman has taken the cake and refused to pay him at all. This woman called me and was accusing me of not knowing the price. I'm like, am I the Uber service? Am I the one that is Uber that gave you a price? I told you the estimate. I told you should pay for the cake once it gets there. And because the price is not what I told you, which was the estimate I saw, you are accusing me of something and you refuse to pay the Uber guy. So this was a Sunday morning, I was having calls from the Uber guy, calls from the woman, and the Uber guy kept on saying she hasn't paid him. He has been waiting for a long ass time. The woman has refused to pay him his money, and then she has refused to even pick it to even come out to him. I had to call the woman and start appealing to her to pay the Uber guy, so to let this guy go. Finally, she agreed to pay the Uber guy. She said she even insulted him, that the Uber guy was rude to her, blah blah blah. I was like, please woman, just take this cake and go. My balance now, this woman has not yet paid my balance. She didn't pay. On Monday morning, this woman called me around 6, as early as 6 a.m. that the cake crown or something, the crown of the cake has broken, blah blah blah. Man, I'm like, this cake got to you good. Whatever happens after this cake has gotten to you good, it's none of my business. Because I don't know how you guys handle this cake that you are now claiming it was my fault. If the cake got to you broken, fine, I will say, okay, maybe the Uber guy. But the cake was okay. Monday morning night, 6 a.m., you're telling me the cake the crown has broken. This woman complained about the cake. She went on and on and on. Hi. I also told her, see, ma'am, I know why you're doing all this. You don't want to pay my balance. That is the reason why. I just wished I had, sent you your money back and you had been on your way this would have happened. I won't have been able to do a cake for you at that price that I gave you. You should have met somebody else. I know what is happening outside. I know where I train. I know how much they charge. So if you want to, go somewhere else, I would have given you the opportunity to go somewhere else with that same price, with that same cake you ordered for, and let us see how they'll do it for you. Long story short, this woman refused to pay my balance. Maybe tomorrow she'll pay her, but she refused to pay my balance, and she said, just picked pins here and there, said the color of the material, the color of the cake. I'm sorry, how am I supposed to get a material that will fit the exact color of the cake? You said you wanted a pink cake and a pink material. You changed it to a lilac material and a purple cake. Excuse me, how am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to do that? Honestly, this was one of the clients I've had from here. Like, I've never had a client. I told her, I said, I have never had a client like you in my entire life as a baker. Trust me, I've never had complaints like this. Never ever. And honestly, it just taught me that as an entrepreneur, you need to also know how to manage people, because I didn't lose my temper. I didn't want to be rude to her. But in my mind, I'm like, this woman is just someone that has a lot of wahala. And let her just be going away with the 5K. Peace. I knew you were going to do this. I knew you were going to complain about the cake. I just knew. So I already prepared myself that you're going to do this. I just even left it for her. And then I blocked her. That was it. I'm like, my peace of mind is important. If you see the kind of voice notes someone was sending me, like voice note, I don't stop. At some point, I don't stop listening, because I'm like, it's obvious what you're doing here. You don't want to pay the balance, so it's fine. Bye. I leave it to your conscience. I thought I leave it to your conscience. Leave it to go. Like, I can't be dealing with you. But I made sure I told her that I know what you're doing. I know you don't want to pay the balance. I know that is why you're looking for complaints in a perfect cake. So I blocked her and I just let her go. So guys, this is the story of my client from hell. I know some people have stories. As an entrepreneur in Nigeria, you have clients, customers that are very disturbing. But let me know your story if you've experienced that in the comment section, okay? And yes, I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Don't forget to check out my Instagram business page at the Cake Madam NG, okay? Yeah, order for your cake in Lagos, Nigeria, or your plug, okay? I'll see you in my next video. Bye.